All right, so I listen to a lot of music, and these days I'm not too happy about how we actually consume our music. Streaming services have been taken over, physical media is dying, except for vinyl, and I figured out a way that I can actually connect with the music I listen to. That's why I got this, the 7th gen iPod, the classic iPod. So I've been using it for a while, and I want to talk to you guys about my experience with it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's get on to it. All right, so I want to talk to you guys about why I chose the 7th gen iPod specifically. The reason for that is because it's the most modern iPod Classic. So the regular iPod has different generations, and this is the 7th gen. If I remember correctly, it came out in 2008, a year after the iPhone. It's the reason why I chose the iPod is because it fits right in with the Apple ecosystem still till this day with the iTunes integration, and it does have a very, very nice design. As a kid, I've only had the iPod Nano and the iPod Touch, so having this 7th gen iPod actually completes a piece of the tech history for me. I'm really happy that I got this one, and that's really why I chose the 7th gen iPod specifically. It does still look like an iPhone, the original iPhone a little bit, and it has a nice decent screen size. It just functions very nicely with the actual controls being like the Apple TV remote. It just functions and integrates well with the Apple ecosystem till this day. Apple has a way of integrating past functionalities with new tech, and also the battery life with this iPod is amazing. I've been using it for about a week now, and I haven't killed the battery even halfway yet. The fact that you're only using this specifically for music means that it's gonna last you very, very long. That's pretty much the reason why I don't go with my phone with this music, is because your phone will die every day and you'll be using it for other things like video, like playing games, watching TV, watching YouTube. So having a specific device specifically for music will help you actually have a longer battery life, not only on your iPod, but on your phone as well. And the great thing is about having a specific iPod is because you can actually download music, buy music from different sources, and have better audio quality. Apple Music has amazing audio quality, and you don't really need to go with an iPod if you want to look for better audio quality if you have Apple Music. But if you have Spotify, then I would suggest to go with either Apple Music or actually getting an iPod or a device that you can download different audio formats and have better audio quality. But here's the thing. Although Apple Music has great audio quality, as much as you can pay every month for Apple Music, you will not own any of the songs that you're listening to after you stop paying for the service. But with the iPod, you can buy your music and you will own that music forever. It's getting to the point where streaming services are becoming very, very expensive. I heard that Spotify is planning on increasing the price to maybe $20 a month to have better audio quality. But with $20 a month, you can buy 2 albums a month and you can own those songs forever. So I don't see the value of continuing to pay for streaming services if you're gonna have a good digital music library. All right, and I know what you're thinking. I am an avid Apple AirPods user, and I'm also an Apple AirPods Max owner, and I love my AirPods Max. But this is where they come in handy. Having this cable to connect to the iPod makes the listening experience a lot better. So you see, with this, I can connect to the iPod whenever I listen to the iPod, but whenever I need to listen to something on Bluetooth on my phone, I can unplug the actual cable and listen with my phone. So again, having the AirPods Max is probably a must-have for me, because not only does it integrate very well with the Apple ecosystem, it works very well with the iPod, and it allows me to listen to the high-quality audio that I have on my iPod at the max quality. With AirPods or with Bluetooth, you do lose some quality. Even though Apple does promote lossless audio with Apple Music, having the wired connection is pretty much the only way to go to really ensure that you have that 100% perfect audio quality. So yeah, the iPod isn't really bothering me when it comes to listening to music now that I have this cable with my AirPods Max. If you're really looking to get an iPod, then I would suggest maybe getting an AirPods Max, or get something that actually does both audio, wired and wireless. All right, so as much as I love the iPod, there's a few things that I wish that were fixed with the iPod. First thing is that the iPod doesn't support FLAC audio format. It does support MP3, AAC, ALAC, and CDQ, so CD quality. It's just not supporting natively with the iPod. Unless I download Rockbox, which is a whole different software that you can download for the iPod, I won't be able to download any music with the FLAC format. So that's one little nitpick. I'm fine with it because the LAC and the AAC audio format is amazing, but the actual MP3 formats are not the best. So yeah, I either have to deal with MP3 or I can get the best of the best when it comes to the Apple formats, which is AAC and ALAC. And I didn't mention that the iPod is a great way to listen to music, but here's the thing, music software has evolved a long way. Now with streaming services or streaming apps, you can easily just put a song on repeat, put it on shuffle with just a tap of a button, and that's it. But with the iPod, it takes a few steps to get a song maybe to repeat or maybe put a song in shuffle. And those little steps can be annoying. So you're really gonna wanna just decide if you want to have your songs on shuffle, if you wanna have your songs on repeat, or if you're just gonna play a whole album. And that's what I've been doing, because every time I want to put a song on repeat, I have to go down the list of settings, click the song on repeat, make sure and specify that I want to repeat the song or the album or the whole catalog, or either turn it off. Or if I want to shuffle it, same thing. I either decide if I want to shuffle the album specifically or shuffle all songs on my iPod. It is annoying that there's a lot of steps to take just to do a simple task, but that's just a sign of the times, not necessarily the fact that the iPod was built in properly. Is really just a sign of how old this iPod really is. So I want to talk about something specific when it comes to the iPods. This is one thing that I've been actually searching online, trying to make sure I know how to do before I got the iPod. I didn't seem to really find a step-by-step tutorial on how to install music on the iPod. It could seem very simple, but at first I was really confused because with the Apple Music integration with iTunes, it's not the same as back in the day. So I really wanted to make sure that I knew how to do it. So I'll show you guys how I go about actually having songs on my iPod. All right, so I want to talk to you guys about how I actually get my music from physical to the iPod. So this is one of the two ways that I do this. So first things first, you're gonna get your physical media. So either you have already physical media or you want to buy physical media, you buy CDs. And what you'll do is you put the CD into a computer that actually has a CD drive. And I know it's gonna be hard to find, but I was very lucky enough that my father-in-law has an old Windows laptop that actually has a CD drive. So I was able to put the CD in there. And then once you put your CD into the laptop, you'll open Windows Media Player, and from there you'll be able to rip the songs from the CD. So you'll have a digital copy on that computer. And what you'll want to do is actually drag the files to your iCloud. So I dragged the files to my iCloud and then went on my laptop, went on the Finder app, and there's a section specifically for the iCloud files. And from there, I put those iCloud files onto the music app on the laptop. So once you put the music onto your music app, you'll actually plug in your iPod to the laptop. And from there, you'll see the songs that you actually put into the music app to be able to be synced on the iPod. So that's one way that I do it. The second way that I do it is very simple. So I either buy songs from iTunes, and once you buy songs on iTunes, it will show up automatically on the music app, or you can download it yourself on the music app. And once you plug in your iPod to the laptop, it will be able to be synced to the iPod, and then from there you have nothing else to do. But if you're buying digital music outside of iTunes, it's pretty much the same process. You'll download music that you bought on any storefront that's digital. It will automatically be able to be synced to the iPod, and then you can actually enjoy your digital content. If you're still using your Apple Music subscription and you're also buying songs digitally, they're gonna mix up in your Apple Music on your phone. So you're gonna see two versions. You're gonna see the streaming version and the digital version that you bought. So that can be annoying. You will have to delete the streaming version and then download the digital version. But the good thing is that when you download the digital version of the song that you bought, it will be able to be played on any Apple Music app. So that's actually pretty cool. So I was able to listen to the songs that I bought on my car with the Apple Music app in the car. So that might be a bonus if you're going with the iPod, because it doesn't have Bluetooth. So if you want to listen to music on your car, you don't have to worry. As long as your car or your device has Apple Music app, you can still go through the songs that you bought physically, as long as you put the songs on the music app on your computer. So yeah, that's how I feel about the iPod. It's a very, very good device that you can use to really reconnect with your music. I will be making another video with the iPod 5th gen. Whenever I get that, I will be making a video of upgrading it, how I like it, comparing it to the 7th gen. But I also will make a long-term review. So stay tuned for more iPod content on the channel. And let me know if I should try out other MP3 or digital music players. I know Sony are still making new digital music players, so let me know if I should try those out, and let me know if there's others that I should try out. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So see you guys on another video. Peace.